Zoe Home Inspired Living. My name is Rina. I'm a chemical engineer by profession and put up my own cosmetic active ingredients company when I was 30 years old. I was very successful in my field, but an illness put an end to my career. Now in my new normal, I stay at home and tend our family while I also decorate, do table settings, I paint, I sew, I garden, and bake for tea time. I pray you will be inspired by your visit. We started out fairly early. I was imagining our table setting to be just perfect. Sun-dappled table in the afternoon sun beneath the coconut fronds. The night before, I prayed to the Lord that it wouldn't rain, and when I woke up the next morning, the sun was brightly shining. It's a weekend family dinner, and much as I wanted to, I couldn't set the table as early as 3 in the afternoon, could I? So I waited for 4 o'clock. We had prepared everything for our table setting on a separate table in the garden, but even before we went out, the dark clouds had gathered above and thunders rolled in the distance. Still, I was positive it wouldn't push through. Even while I arranged our centerpiece, it started to drizzle. Pitter patter, pitter patter. Some fat raindrops even hit my lipstick-clad lips. But I wasn't to be daunted. I thought that I could ignore the rain away. Last, I gave in to defeat and stood up to seek refuge inside. But even as I turned to leave, I was really wishing we could get on with our table setting and everything is right in the world. Inside, where it was comfy and dry, we waited out for the rain to let up. Wait, we did, until Hannah and I realized we had eaten up all the lychees I put in the basket for the table setting. I was glad though that there was more. When I had waited long enough, I wheeled to the patio into the twilight. I looked at the lights Tim hung under the coconut trees, and I was all the more in deep desire to go out there and set the table. In the patio, I prayed and sang praises and prayed some more. Suddenly, the raindrops whittled down until there was no more. We were in a frenzy to set the table. Both the table and the tablecloth were damp. They were desperately clinging to each other. This is one of the tablecloths I sewed and which is included in my table linen collection, which I had launched just recently. I was wiping the plates because they got wet from the rain. You can see how we were frantically setting up the table before the rain returned. The other candles couldn't stay lit up because the fan was very strong towards me. I always need a fan for my breathing. Suddenly, I felt very faint and dizzy and was perspiring wildly. So I went on ahead and prayed and started to eat without minding whether there were videos being taken or none. In such situations, I'm scared to have an attack of my illness. After dinner, the raindrops started again. Pitter patter, pitter patter. As I clung on Tim's arm heavily to walk back to the house, I looked back and saw our table. The dishes had been gathered, but I realized we hadn't took videos of the table itself. And so Tim did, belatedly. Thank you so much for watching, and I do hope that you will support my channel by subscribing if you haven't already, liking and sharing. God bless.